Okay, so before you move on to the quizzes or whatever you're going to do after this video, I wanted to give a short video about what we mean when something takes up space or has mass or weight. So when we say something takes up space, we mean that something takes up space in the world. A good visualization of this is a balloon. So I have a balloon here, and I can tell if something takes up space if I can fill up this balloon with it. So I know that if something has space, takes up space, it's going to push the balloon outwards and force the balloon to move out of the way. So for example, let's say we have a pen here. I have just one of our green pens in our classroom. So I want to know if this pen takes up space. So I am going to try to put it inside this balloon and see if it pushes the balloon out of the way. And I'm going to try to get it all the way in there. And I can see that it does kind of push the balloon out of the way. If I were to add more green pens, I think I could fill this balloon up with green pens, and it's going to push the balloon out of the way and force the balloon to expand. So let's see if we can do this without popping the balloon. But do you see how it's forcing the balloon to expand kind of upwards? It's getting bigger upwards. And because we can do this, I'm going to try to fit another one in. Because we can do this, we know, do you see how it's stretching it out? We know that the pen takes up space. We can fill a balloon with these green pens. It looks a little weird, but we can do it, right? So it's pushing the balloon, forcing the balloon to expand, moving the balloon out of the way, and we can fill a balloon. See, there's still some space in there, but if I kept shoving green pens into this balloon, it would eventually fill up and expand until it pops. So, because it does this, we know that green pens take up space. Now, what do we mean when we say something has mass? Well, we can use one of these scales or a triple beam balance. We use triple beam balances at the beginning of the year, if you remember. But today we're using these nice scales to find the mass of objects. So let's see if this green pen has mass, gives a number on this scale. So I have the scale here. It says 0 because I have it on. Let's see what happens when I put the green pen on the scale. See, it says 5. Because this gives a reading on the scale, it says 5 grams, if you can tell. Because this 5 is here, we know that this pen has mass, so it's one step closer to being matter. So, because this green pen takes up space and has mass or weight, we can say that this pen is matter. So pens are matter. They're made of atoms, they have mass, they take up space. This pen is in the state of a solid. These are all things that we are going to becoming more comfortable with in the next few lessons.